Alright guys, we're back with another video. This is why key bindings are essential to winning games. So to start off, escape is it should be your key to get into your menu every time. If it's not, there's a little cogwheel right here. You click that and bam. The first thing you want to do is realize what is the difference between smart cast, quick cast, and normal cast. And you're presented with that immediately here. So quick cast, as it says, when a hotkey is pressed, the ability will instantly cast towards the current mouse location. Whereas normal cast, you click it, and then you click where you want it to be targeted. So let's use a targeted ability, Void Spike. Go ahead and walk out here. Buy some boots. Okay, so when I click W, you can click it or click the key, so it is W right now. We can change that. You'll see it shoots immediately. So that's quick cast. It shoots where my cursor is. Let's try that again. Down to the bottom left. See that? It's the same with my trinkets or my warding totem. Just wherever your mouse is and you use it immediately. Normal cast, let's go ahead and click that. You click it, and now you see an indicator. I don't know how long I played with normal cast before I realized quick cast was better. So if I use this, boom. It goes where my key is placed. So that's pretty interesting. Right now we're just going to use quick cast because I would recommend quick cast. If you need to use normal cast, it's perfectly fine. You can do that. I would just recommend quick cast because it's a better, it's going to give you better reactions. It's much better. So next we have the abilities, Q, W, E, R. I don't know why you change these. If you need to according to your keyboard, go ahead. Flash is D and F. Or your spells are D and F. I don't, again, know why you'd want to change those. And then here we have an issue. Well, for me, this says 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Normally my trinket is set to 4. I don't know why it's not. It said it was 7, but it's actually 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 4. You can mess with these how you want. These will be items you buy and sometimes can be activated. Alright, so let's go ahead and try one of them now. Let's click our E. So remember, wherever this is a targeted ability, we can click it and then it's normal cast, or we can use the button itself where our key is. So there you go. That's the difference between normal cast and quick cast. Here's our spells. Clicking D gives us a little ghost, moves faster. And clicking F gives us the heal. You'll learn what those are in time. Okay, so here's what we can do. Replace quick cast with quick cast. That's weird. That's okay. So you can do this. Oh, that didn't. Oh, I forgot to click OK. So now I can hold E and release. It's a little faster. Still a little weird. You can cancel it. So it's still kind of quick, but it's not as quick. So if you really are playing somebody like Lux, you'll learn. If you're playing somebody really focused on hitting skills that are very precise, you'll need this. I don't like to use it just because I've got a pretty good idea of all the champions and how their abilities work. But if you need to use it, that's perfectly fine. Alright, and so here's normal cast, T. I don't know what T is. That's weird. Okay, so quick cast means, well, we already learned what it means. So shift Q doesn't work. Yeah, this is kind of weird, all this stuff. You can do quick cast with indicator. Again, I don't know why you'd want that. Self cast casts on yourself. So this is set to control. So if I hold control in one of the keys, it doesn't work because I'm not playing a character that has one of those functions. But if I was playing one and I clicked say control Q and it was a heal, it would heal myself. So that's pretty cool. Good to have those set just in if you can't hover over yourself in a fight, which you won't be able to sometimes. And your level ups, I have those set to alt. I think by default they're set to control. And the self cast is set to alt, but this is all preference. Your teleport is B. So this is what sends you back home. For the longest time I remember playing this and not knowing you could do this. But this takes you back home, so that's pretty cool. And you need to know that one. Okay, that's pretty much all for the abilities. Items, obviously these are going to be whatever they're listed as here. You can self-cast with alt, although personally I'd like to use control to keep things similar. So that's basically that for that. It for that. Player movement, obviously you're right clicking. So your left mouse can move your screen, and your right mouse click, it moves wherever you click. There's different ways you can do this, like shift clicking, which is an attack move, A clicking, which is also an attack move, and also brings your attack range indicator. So there's different things along with movement, but for now that's pretty much it. So shift click, attack move, and regular click, just move. So attack move, let's explain the difference between those real quick. Attack move, say somebody walks into a bush. You have no vision of bushes because that's how this game works. Inside a bush you have no vision unless you put down a vision totem. So say somebody is in a bush, or they're walking towards a bush, I'm chasing. They go into a bush, and suddenly I lose sight of them for a second, and my character just walks in the bush and stops because he doesn't have anybody to attack. Like, he's following him automatically, and then they walk in the bush and he loses him, and he just stands there. Well, this can be solved very simply. You shift click in the bush, and he's going to attack the first thing that he sees in the bush, like the closest enemy. So that's a really good way to stop bush jukes. I'm really bad at it, but if you're good at it, cool. Like in lane, holding A can show you the attack range indicator, like on a ranged character. So I can know, I have to be really close. And then boom. See that? I have to be this close. I can't be this close. I have to walk into that. So that's basically shift clicking. Pretty simple stuff. Player movement's not too much to grasp. Camera control, space to center on champions. If I don't know why you changed it, but if you want to, that's cool. That's your call. Pinging. This is a huge thing in League of Legends. Pinging is the act of alerting your teammates to a situation. So when you click G, you have this little target. If you hold it on the ground, it gives you a little pop-up menu, and you can use your mouse to highlight. So let's just say, Sivir left their lane. I can ping this, enemy's missing, and now people know, we gotta be careful. And they'll pay attention. Maybe they won't. You also have danger. Watch out. She has an ability up, maybe, I don't know. You have on my way. I'm coming, guys, I'm coming. And then you have help me. So that's basically pinging. They just added something where you can like ping your abilities. Interesting. Let people know when you can do stuff. Can I just kill her real quick? Do I even do damage? No. Oh, yes I do. Okay, so now I can say, help me, push the wave, she's dead, let's get the tower. And that's a ping. It alerts your team to a situation in the game. See, I didn't really have a good game plan for this video, because it's kind of, I don't know exactly everything that's here. Yeah, so retreat pings, or V, if you want to quickly do that, that's a good idea. You have your menus, like showing the scoreboard, and the escape menu, obviously. And then you have your shop, which is P. So if you ever, well, I don't know what it is on default. I have it set to P. If you're ever in a clutch situation, you need to go back and buy something really quickly, or just for the sake of not having to go down here and click this, just click P. Boom. Easy enough. Now we have our video settings. Again, this is optimal to your computer. I have a very, very, very good computer, so I have the highest settings on everything. I have colorblind mode on. What's the difference? I'm sorry, what's the difference? Ah, my health bar is yellow. Wow, I did not know I had colorblind mode on. I guess I'm colorblind. Interesting. Okay, so you have your settings, obviously. Set the resolution smaller if you have a bad computer. Set the graphics lower. I'm gonna keep mine high just because I don't really want to bother with changing them. It takes a long time. Anti-aliasing, it makes it smoother. I don't really notice a difference, but I keep it on because it doesn't hurt my performance. But turn it off most of the time. It's just not point. It's no point. VSync syncs up the frame rates with your monitor so as to avoid instability. I don't notice this as much on a laptop, but on my TV, which is what I run my game off of, I notice it ridiculously. So having this is super good for me. And you pretty much want to always uncap your frame rate unless you want to do something in the background. I don't know. I don't know why you would ever do that, but you can. Your sound, theme music's pointless. You can disable sound. That's definitely an option. So if you like listening to music, which I do in the background, like Pandora or something, you can disable sound and it's no big issue. But if you need to hear the pings, like I also do at the same time, and I do love the original music of this game, you can keep the sound on. So you can choose what you get here, ping volume, higher, lower. And then interface, this is just HUD scale, stuff like that, shows your health and resources. I tick everything because why wouldn't you want to know everything that's happening at the time? But if you like don't want summoner names, you can turn those off. Tooltips might help you out early on. Ability cooldown, if you can't read in seconds, well, you can change the seconds or minutes and seconds. Basic stuff. Here's where it gets interesting. Chat. You may want to turn off all chat because talking to the other team can be really, really, really confusing sometimes. Disorienting. They can tilt you, which means to lose control of your ability to perform well. And maybe it's just not the best thing to talk to them. So that's your call. Finally, camera lock mode. I have fixed offset because I like centering on my character completely, not centering on like a side of him. That's pretty much it. Movement prediction if you're a laggy computer, smooth camera, why would you want that? I don't know. So that's pretty much it on the key bindings and the settings. Once you've got everything going, you see the little XP? If you turn that off, you wouldn't see it. You can see like mana going down. Oh, there's my health. That's red. There's her health. And let's see if we die. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's the turret indicator. I'm gonna die. Oh no. And there you go. So that's basically it for setting up your game. Now your game is set up. You've got all your settings perfect, and let's get into the fun stuff. But that'll be for the next day. So thank you for watching. Thank you for waiting for this episode. And get ready to wait just one more day to learn how to start playing against bots. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.